One of the historical love stories that fascinated me as a child is that of Prithviraj and Senyogita, two lovers rebelling against the world to be together. The template has been recreated in countless Bollywood films where the boy and girl run away when parents oppose their relationship. Samrat Prithviraj, an action drama film directed by Prakash Dwivedi, is based on the historic event as narrated in the epic poem Prithviraj Rasoor by Chand Bardai. The film is a celebration of patriotism, Rajput valor and the heroism of Indian kings in a way that is fitting for the big screen. Story. Based on Prithviraj Rasoor, the film tells the story of King Prithviraj Chauhan who gave it his all when he clashed with Muhammad Ghori to protect his pride and soil from foreign invasion and captivity. The film is also vocal about women's rights and gender equality, doing full justice to the headstrong spirit Princess Senyogita is supposed to possess. Former Miss World Manushi Chillar adds a breath of fresh air as Senyogita, fitting right into the character of a proud Rajput princess and showing no jitters of a newcomer. Her training shows in the dance sequences and she holds her own in front of senior actors. Analysis of the movie. The best part about narrating a story in an engaging manner is to set its tone from the word go. And what better than a dramatic action sequence for a story that puts the spotlight on a righteous warrior king, Samrat Prithviraj Chauhan, Akshay Kumar, and his fight to protect his pride, people and soil from slipping into Muhammad Ghori of Ghaznī's, Manav Vij, hands. Post that, the narrative takes you into the king's journey as a human being and what led him to really take on Ghori in the battlefield. The action pieces in the film are choreographed and shot well, but given that the film centers on a war that had an impact on our history, you'd probably expect more wartime in this drama. The dialogues, while they give the narrative a dramatic impact, at times, suffer from a tad bit of inconsistency. Director Prakash Dwivedi has recreated some of the visual imagery that has by now become a template in historical dramas. The film opens with a blind Prithviraj trying to fight lions in Muhammad Ghori's court in Afghanistan, in a scene which has almost become mandatory in all period dramas from Jodha Akbar to Kalank. Performances. In terms of performance, Akshay Kumar's effort to dive deep into this historic character is visible. He carries the tremendous weight of a king on his shoulders with dignity and poise. Sonu Sood and Sanjay Dutt, as Chandwardi and Kaka Kanha, respectively, add a lot of weight to the narrative as the drama unfolds. Sanjay, in fact, breaks the serious tonality of the film at various points with humor. Sonu's character as the king's die-hard loyalist is the one with a lot of tehrav and maturity, which stands out. Manushi Chillar, who won the Miss World pageant in 2017, makes a confident and fine debut in this film. In a film that revolves around a warrior king and the battlefield dynamics of that era, she holds her own and delivers a performance that presents her as a complete package. On the other hand, senior artists like Manoj Joshi, Ashutosh Rana and Sakshi Tamwar have been fairly underutilized in extremely small roles. It would have helped the narrative a lot if one had a chance to see a little more drama featuring these actors along with the central characters of the story. Verdict. Even though the film is based on Prithviraj and Senyogita's love story, their romance is not as much in focus here as is the bravery of Prithviraj Chauhan. It is also an attempt to remind viewer that Prithviraj was the last Indian king on the throne of Delhi before invaders took over the rule, only ending when the British left the country in 1947. Though it is surprising that Prithviraj's story took so long to be told on the big screen, it definitely is a chapter that we needed to revisit, and Prakash Dwivedi's film is an earnest attempt at that. Overall, Samrat Prithviraj is a well-performed and well-directed family drama. It doesn't